Whoa! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm going on Lucas Flores.
Does it work?
Let me see. Am I even subscribed to you? Oh shit! My bad.
What the fuck, dude? Come on. Okay, go on there and see if the audio is good and everything.
Oh yeah, you are live.
Fuck, dude. Does it work? Okay, go on there and see if the audio is good.
That sounds good.
Let's go. Okay, now what?
All right, now maybe like talk or something.
Hello, hello.
That sounds good.
Sounds good?
Yeah. Now blast it on all your social media platforms. Be like, oh, I'm live right now with like the ICT goat.
Hey man, takes profit. Yo, what's up, G?
I'm on, dude.
I'm on takes profit. That boy does take profit.
He's the #1 subscriber.
Is he?
He has got a crown that says #1.
No way.
I'm the #1 subscriber.
I'm the #1 subscriber. I'm the #1 subscriber to my own YouTube channel.
#2.
Okay, now we can get into some trade. Bro, what is the title on this?
Oh, I
Lucas
just
Flores
leveled
live
up to
stream.
#1. Let's go.
Trader talk
Oh, you got 4 people watching.
from ambitious young traders.
Hey, spam ones in the chat if you got a boner. Spam twos.
Bro, no. Stop. Future trading titans.
All right. Let me let me share my screen with you, and then we can go on my screen first, and then your
Talk
screen. How about that?
about trading. Okay. Look at the title. Let me know if you think it's good.
Lucas Flores live stream
No, now it's trader talk from ambitious. Oh shit.
from Ambition.
Chill out. Okay, there we go.
Hey, what's up, chat? Like the stream if you got a boner.
What's going on, guys? No, I'm not doing none of that. Okay. We're good now. Okay, go ahead and share your screen.
I shared it.
How do I open? Okay, there we go. Pop out. Okay. You can hear yourself, right?
On the stream, yeah.
Okay. How do I full screen just your thing? You know what I'm talking about? Look at this room.
Make it full screen.
I did.
Double click on the actual stream.
Like, how do I get this out of here? Like, I don't want this here. I don't need to see this.
Double click on the stream.
Show
on
non-video participants.
You know where my charts are? Like, you just click on that and double click it, I think.
No, that doesn't work. It's got like this big black box around it. Hello. Welcome to a trader talk from ambitious young men. In this episode, we're just gonna talk about trading. Okay. I don't know how to get
let's go over
better than this.
Let's go over some take profit rules. Let's go over some take profit trader rules.
Okay.
Hold on. So these are the take profit
Bro,
trader rules.
Stop. Don't do that. No.
That's so funny.
I'm literally losing subscribers already. Okay. Jeez.
Okay, so what we're looking at today is we're going to look at the expansion of the weekly profile and the daily profile and how they correlate. As you can see here, we have relative swing points from the last 2 weeks. Here's two lows. Here's a low. Here's a high. Basically, what we're looking for is we're looking for an external range of liquidity to be triggered and a change in state of delivery for a win. That's paired with an SMT confluence and paired with Lucas's smile.
Stop. Let me ask you something. What is your trade model?
Trade
Amon
model
asking if you're a
is
mentor or something. No, we are just homies.
Lucas is my mentor, Amon.
No, that's true. That is true. This is true. You must admit that I'm
Anyway.
10 times more locked in than you are. At all times.
Oh, 100%.
At any given moment.
But there's a thing called natural God-given talent, and then there's a thing called hard work. We represent both ends of those.
Okay, but what if I have both of those at the same time? Then what?
Then you would be profitable. Anyway.
And you have one and you lack the other. Then what? Then what?
This is not about our relationship, Lucas. We're getting into the chart.
This isn't about the relationship, bro. This is about you. You need to lock the fuck in.
I don't know who you're speaking to like that. Anyway, don't speak to your mentor like that. I'm on. Take notes.
Dude. Okay.
We've got to look at the higher time frame. The higher time frame analysis is key here. So what we're doing. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Let's get it.
So we're gonna look at the daily time frame. The daily time frame is ultimately where you're going to get most of your confluence for where price wants to go.
This is true.
As you can see here, we had a big swing SMT confluence to the downside.
Okay.
As you can see here, how do I get these off?
Bro, can you clean your chart? I mean, this shit's like, I can't read it, bro.
Here. Whatever. Just get rid of these then. All right.
Or you could change the visibility on the time frame.
All right. So, hey, it's been a while, bro. Chill.
There you go.
Anyway.
Okay.
As you can see, this move right here is what started the rally to the all-time highs after getting a large swing to the downside.
Yes.
Off this right here.
Okay.
As you can see, we had a large breakdown below this range right here, this sell side range. Got a lot of points of liquidity. Price SMT'd here, grabbed this liquidity, and immediately ran up to the upside. So what we're looking for is this external range to be tested and then broke through this way. So confluence of this week, this is a Friday, this is a Monday. So these would be the ideal times to trade. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to the upside because we have the reversal at the external liquidity.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Did you trade today?
No, because take a profit trader was hoeing me.
Okay.
And I just bought the account.
Let's do this. Give me your analysis on today in hindsight. How would you look at the market today?
Okay, I actually had a very
Top down.
strong bias to go bullish today.
Top down. Do you have any
when
proof
you
that you were
look
actually
at-
looking for higher prices before the market opened
Yes.
today? Because I do.
Yes.
Because I follow the same process day in and day out. And if I do this process, I get better
Yep.
by
What do you
default.
think I'm doing? What do you think I'm doing? Don't disrespect your mentor.
Do you have it written down?
Anyway,
Have you journaled it? Have you put it down somewhere on paper where you can go back? And
dude,
look
did this
okay.
live stream just turn into a freaking bully session or something?
No, it's not a bully session. Look, we're just talking. Look, this is just we're just being real here, you know.
I'm trying to give my analysis, so I'm getting thrown under the bus.
But sometimes you have to get thrown under the bus, right? Because that's how you grow.
Some people operate on a daily scale to where I can look at a market and know exactly what I'm looking for without having to basically nerd out on all the paperwork. Anyway,
Okay, buddy.
I'm very
buddy.
sorry for that
Who's a better
distraction.
trader
I'm on. Just don't listen to him. You can mute him. We're actually going over some real shit here.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I actually interrupted everything. Just go.
Yep. So what we're doing, we're looking at each week as individual blocks. Also referring to the daily time frame, where every week is different in the sense that once the liquidity has been taken for that week, most likely on a Monday or Tuesday, especially at high liquidity points, then that's when we start looking for reversals and continuations off of that reversal. So this week, let me mark out the week for you. So this was the end of last week, right? This is where price ended
Okay.
at the end of last week. These are the highs of previous weeks. These are the lows. Basically, what we're looking for is we're looking for a trigger of these lows because price has been so bullish. We're going to follow that bullish trend, especially whenever these points of liquidity get taken. So these are going to be our marks right here, right here, right here. Even last week, this fair value gap was a mark for a continuation. Starting Monday, that's what we had. And then we had a reversal at these highs. So last week, the reversal came at the highs. We had an SMT confluence up here. Price got taken here. We had a break to the downside. So ultimately, we're assuming that these prices down here are going to get swept before we can go higher. We filled this fair value gap and then broke through it. So this week, once we hit these levels right here, didn't hit it on ES, but hit it on NAS. These
Correct.
levels right here. So as soon as these levels get triggered, we're looking for a reversal confirmation, and then we're playing the continuation throughout the rest of the week. So these would have been our entries right here. This is kind of post AM. I don't know if I would have taken this reversal, but these are the moves we're looking for right here. These continuations off of the reversal on a weekly time frame. And if you look on the daily time frame, it also confluences with what we're trying to do on the daily time frame. See, these are the lows we're looking at, swept those lows, and then ultimately had a strong rejection. This is the rejection that we're looking for on the reversals because price does not want to go any lower. This stop is going to be protected unless we go and hit these highs.
Okay.
So we're taking these, looking for a reversal, and then playing the continuation throughout the rest of the week to get an external liquidity. Bitch.
My turn?
Your turn.
Ah.
And that was no notes. That was straight from my brain, chat.
But look, I'm going to do the same damn thing. But
We don't do.
I'm
We
about
don't
to-
do.
I'm about to blow your mind. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready for this.
Collins Okoidegun.
Collins. What's up, Collins? Collins says, "This is nice. Finally, I can talk to you. You said he has some things he would like to tell me. I've known you for a while, even if you may not know me. Okay. What's up?
You're
From the
getting
time of
put
the
in
Vision. Yo,
That's
Camden, do you remember that? Vision Traders?
from the time of.
No way. That's crazy.
That's still a thing, bro. Am I the leader of that group or something?
I don't know.
Or did you
I
delete
just
it?
completely.
Vision Traders. No, you're still an admin.
I'm just managing my
Because
priorities.
then you were like, oh, I'm gonna leave, and then you came back, and then I was like, oh, he's back.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Hold on, my chat rate right now is a 1. If you're watching the stream, say something in the chat.
That's still a thing, bro.
Okay, nobody's watching the stream.
Spam 1's in the chat if you got a boner. Spam 2's in the chat if you're softs, and spam 3 in the chat if you like nerds.
Okay, this is why I'm not doing a stream with you ever again. Anyways, time for my
This gave
analysis.
some fire knowledge. All right,
Okay.
let's go, Mr. Matrix.
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. So first things first, you're gonna see right
You gotta
away that my
change in
charts
your
are just.
OBS. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It updated.
It updated. Okay, so this is a top-down analysis brought to you by Lucas Flores, and we're going to start from the weekly time frame. Okay, let's look at the things that I use to frame a bullish buy, starting with the weekly time frame. Number one, if we look at this candle right here, you can see that this candle closed with a large discount wick. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Can you minimize your OBS so I can see? Sorry.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like on your page.
You can see my OBS?
Yeah, on the Discord. That's how I'm watching you.
Oh, you're watching me on Discord, not the stream. Okay.
Yeah, just minimize it like the OBS is open.
Like
Yeah,
that?
there you go. Yeah.
Oh, so you're watching this screen.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Let me
The
change
stream
it.
would be delayed. I can't watch the stream.
Okay,
No,
yeah, let me-
it's good on the stream. It's good on the stream. I
I
just
know,
couldn't
but I'm
see.
streaming on a different monitor than the one that I'm sharing on
No,
Discord.
I can see it on the stream though. Oh,
Here, I'll change to the same one as right here. Okay, now can you see
Hey,
this?
let me-
You can see this, right?
yeah, I can.
Okay, I'm gonna keep this here.
Oh!
Whoa! The Matrix is cracking. Okay. Top down analysis starting from the weekly chart. So on the weekly time frame, if we look at how this weekly range closed, we can see that it closed the large discount wick, right? Oh, we got a chat. Do you think NFP tomorrow will push to the all-time high? Camden, what do you think?
Yes, but I don't think it's gonna shoot off like a shooting star. I think it's gonna take it and then kind of chill.
Yeah,
But we're already almost there.
we're
So
within
we might
360
hit it
handles of
today.
striking distance.
If we hit it today, I would bank on us.
The market's
literally
about to
just
close in
going
8
back
minutes,
into
but
the
we're not
range.
hitting it today.
No, I'm saying like after hours.
Okay. So Colin says, don't be offended and you don't really need to take it. But in my personal opinion, like your live eval was a little bit premature. You haven't refined your edge yet. Still good knowledge though. I can see where you're coming from, but I just felt that I was confident in myself to go ahead and attempt it and just put some risk on in the marketplace. Anyways, it doesn't matter if I don't pass it. I'm still getting the experience of now managing an account balance and practicing playing dynamic risk approaches where I'm using different contract sizes and this and that. It's just like a bunch of different factors that I'm now having to weigh in.
You got to get skin in the game, Collins.
A lot of pieces that would actually make, you know, a trading system. So, because before when I was trading a demo, when I was trading in a paper account,
Risk is
I
good.
wasn't even managing, you know, an account balance. So I would just trade one contract every single day, not really even thinking about risk management necessarily. And before what I was doing on the demo account, when I was trading with one contract with this model that I have, which is a swing model, where I'm basically swinging for, you know, multiple hundred handles of a time, I would literally do that on one contract, which means I would demand that the market give me literally exactly what I'm looking for every single time. Now that I'm trading an actual eval, I'm implementing a partial profit taking system. That's a lot easier for me to have winning trades and not be so worried about the market delivering exactly what I'm looking for. So I feel like I'm in a good spot right now with actually attempting it. And the main constraint in
You're
my
right.
trading before I attempted it was market approach. I started getting good at market approach. That's why I went and did it. So I'm in a good spot right now. I can see where you're coming from though right now, for sure.
Risk on is good if you're not trading your own capital. If you're trading a prop firm, risk on is good because it gets you in the motion. Like with take profit, even the pro accounts, like whenever you pass, are still simulated. They're not real. So like you're taking payouts, but you're not dealing with actual market fills. So it's good to have risk on no matter what, in my opinion. If it's not your actual portfolio, like what is $50 a month, $90 a month, you know?
Yeah, and I mean now I'm just actually managing an account balance, and it's just a completely different way of trading than what I was trading before. Because I
Yeah.
would just go in, I have a bad week of trading, I just reset the account balance. I'm not even actually trying to manage capital, But now that I'm attempting the eval, I am, and we'll get into that a little bit later in the stream. But anyways, back to the higher time frame analysis. If we look at the close of this candle, close with a large discount wick, which is bullish, which means I can anticipate a drive below this candle's low to fail. Hold on, bro, chat popping off. Anda says grind to the core. What do you mean grind to the core? Jasper says just looking at the dashboard of the prop firm is an entirely different feeling than just a normal demo. Yeah, 100%, because you actually have to manage an account balance, right? And Colin says, cool, keep at it then. Don't let it build bad psychology though, because that can happen a lot, especially if you're not getting the results you seek. Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you go into the eval with the expectation that you're going to pass it and you don't get that outcome and you end up blowing it, obviously it's going to affect your psychology 100%. I definitely agree with you on that. But I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in my system. And I keep doing the same things day in, day out. Keep following the same processes. And I only get better over time. So I think I'm good. I'm in a good spot right now. Okay, I think now we can go back to higher time for analysis. I've been able to get over this. Okay, basically what you mentioned, Camden, how, you know, we have large discount wick, right? That's bullish. I anticipate a drive below this candle is low to fail. If we see what happened earlier on in the week. Hold on, I'm on the wrong. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay.
Especially when you see that large wick at that point. That
Right.
point of reversal, that's like a huge indicator.
Okay, so yeah, so we can just annotate this old weekly low right here. We can see that on Tuesday, we had a large drop down. Now, I actually thought we were bearish on Tuesday because of the fact that we did this right here. This is what I was kind of looking at earlier in the week. If I change these to orange, orange is what I indicate a change in the state of delivery. So I was noting how the market traded up to this last up close candle, and Friday we had that large down day that overlapped this up close candle too. And in the overnight session, I was noting how the market reacted off of the opening price of Thursday's daily range. And we had that huge drop in the overnight session on Tuesday, right? So I went into Tuesday bearish, expecting lower prices. I was expecting for the market to deliver this old daily low, which it basically opened right up at. The first thing that I did was trade down and took that. So we have this initial rally off of it. We pull back. We don't make a lower low here, but we have this strong push back inside the range off of it. So now for the rest of the weekly range, okay, I'm thinking the low of week is probably going to be in because of how Tuesday's candle closed. You can see it closed with this huge discount wick, which is bullish. So now you can go ahead and grade that wick, put quadrants on it, and get an idea of how strong or weak the market is. So we can see that yesterday's range, Wednesday, was an inside day. What happens after we have inside days? Typically, we have a large out day, right? Which is what we're happening right now. Wednesday was an inside day. Inside days is basically where price is just kind of like coiling up. You know, it's kind of coiling up like a spring. You know, when you before a spring launches, you compress it, it coils up, and then you let go and it goes like that. So it's basically what Wednesday does. We have an inside day, cannot even trade to the upper quadrant of that discount wick. In my eyes, that's a sign of strength. This is just how I read price. So now going into today, I can see that basically we close indecisive. I mean, the candle on this body, I'm just noting how it's kind of like equidistant from the close to the high and the open to the low. Whenever we have a close like this, I basically just consider it indecisive. The market is just sitting where it's at. It's comfortable where it's at. It's not interested in going higher, or it's not interested in going lower. But in this case, if the overall narrative on the higher time frame is bullish, then I'm thinking we're not comfortable. We're comfortable where we're at. We're not going lower. So I'm bullish today on Thursday. So now it's down to the 4 hour. This isn't really relevant. In the pre-market session, I'm noting how these candles, they kind of stay in this range right here, in this consolidation range. So whenever I see the market do this, this is usually a sign of strength, but the bodies are just kind of staying in this one area. It's another indication that the market is comfortable where it's at. I've seen this many times before. This is just something that I've noticed through experience, just getting reps and reps and reps in. And then eventually on the 10 o'clock candle, the market trades down, clears out the sell stops below these lows. You can see we have this smooth edge right here, which is what I was looking for the market to clean out right there. Boom. And then we go for Monday daily highs. So I'm going to pull up the market approach real quick. I always have to, what is it called? Show the receipts. So today, basically what I was looking for in the optimal market approach, the draw on liquidity, I'm going to go with the idea that the market is still going to attempt to complete the buy model and reach for Monday high. So my higher time frame narrative, which I already went through, yesterday's range close indecisive and price has not yet completed the buy model. So the market criteria wasn't really anything I'm familiar with. So how is it going to get to the draw on liquidity? How's it going to get to Monday's daily high? I'd like to see price complete the sell model, which was counter to the higher time frame buy model, deliver Asia low, rebounds to the 1 hour buy side imbalance, sell side efficiency, and see if it shows me any signs of strength. So I was looking to be a buyer. And if we look at my annotations from the pre-market session, I want to see price clear Asia low to stop out profitable longs before it makes a final push into Monday high. I was noting we already delivered previous day high in the overnight session. Little to no gap opening. And if we look at what the market actually did, we can see that that played out today. So I was waiting for the 10 o'clock driver to come out. And then as soon as it did, the market manipulates lower, trades into this gap. I'm grading this gap because I have to grade the strength and weakness of price when the market is trading into this gap to frame a reversal off there, because it's just the algorithmic signatures that I look for in price. If I'm trading ICD concepts, I follow algorithmic principles. So like I said in the pre-market plan, I was looking for the market to complete this sell model that we have right here. Deliver this low, Asia low, trade into the hourly gap, and then look for signs to be a buyer. So initially, I know with confidence that the market is going to re-deliver Monday daily high because it stops just shy of it right here. That's priming of liquidity. That basically makes this, in the eyes of other schools of thought, I guess you could say, look what we have now. The market is topping out. We now have a double top, right? So when it comes just high that shy, turns away from it. In my eyes, that's priming of buy-side liquidity. That's just the creation of more buy-side and a strong reason for the market to want to draw there. So if I go to my recording, you will actually see that I'm making those annotations intraday, which we don't have to go there in this video. I'll probably do it in the recap. But basically, market dies down below this low right here. Displacement back inside the range. I note this candle. It basically overlaps this inversion fair value gap. I buy the market right there, and I'm targeting first presentation. And then I had an early exit where I botched. I should have made a lot more money today, but I botched the exit. But I'm basically getting into entire trade review. And now this sounds like a YouTube video, not a live stream. Camden, are you still with me?
Yeah, I'm here. Your chat says, how does the weekly time frame help you for intraday trading?
Why is it?
If you're looking at a higher time frame, Amon, your higher time frame, think about like price fractionally, the way you look at price on a 5-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, it's all the same concepts. So you want to look at the daily time frame and the weekly time frame because that's ultimately what's setting up. The intraday is only the in-betweens of the candles closing on daily and weekly time frames, so that's what you're looking for. I don't use the weekly as much as the daily because, I mean, the daily, in my opinion, it's only 5 candles makes a week, so you can kind of see what's going on there, but like it doesn't matter what time frame you're using, like 4 hour, daily, like the higher time frames are the ones you want to look at. When you're looking for context, like, bro, you could zoom into a 5-minute chart and it looks completely different, but it's still the same concepts of liquidity.
I'll say this.
But the only thing about the 5-minute charts is they can get confusing on where, if you don't have context in a higher time frame, it's hard to frame a trade.
Yeah, 100%. I'll say this. It is extremely important to know where that daily candle is going. When I struggled a lot with ICT concepts, it's because most of the time, 90% of the time, I'm trading in the wrong direction. Like, you have to get good at market approach and knowing where that daily candle is likely to go. That's why you've probably been watching with my videos, Collins. But if you go back to my most recent videos, really, I'm getting a lot better at this now because I've just been intentionally putting the reps in to get better at it. But if you go back to my old videos, you'll say one thing that I repeat over and over and over again is market approach is my main constraint. Because if we go to TradeZella, if we go to reports, if we go to rebuild and top step X, we can see that, go to tags, root cause is basically the root cause for why that was a losing trade. Look how many times that I'm taking losing trades because I had the wrong approach to the market. That's 7 losing trades. That's a lot. That's my most costly mistake. So if you don't know where that daily candle is going and you trade in the wrong direction, well, there's going to be a high degree of probability that you're probably not going to end the day profitable. Now, you don't have to be right about the direction of the daily candle, which is why you take partials, which is why you implement a partial profit-taking system. But I would say most of the time, if you have no idea where that daily candle is going, then you're probably fucked. And that's probably the hardest
just look
part
at
to
the
do.
reversal. Look at the reversal from the one you're looking at from earlier in the week. Like on a lower time frame, that looks like on a lower time frame that looks like a break of structure to the downside, but in context, it's swept to large liquidity. So it's like the context of what's happening on the higher time frame is a lot more important because in like that looks like a break of structure to the downside, but when you zoom out and see that it's hitting a higher time frame point of interest, that's when it starts like giving you context, you know?
Yeah. So each trading day you go into, you should only looking to be a buyer. You should only be looking to a seller. My worst trading days ever are the days where I am indecisive about what that daily candle is going to do, and I don't know if I should be a buyer or a seller, which means I'm looking at price, and now I can't have any conviction in any of the trades that I take because I don't know if the market's going higher today or if it's going lower. So if I see the market and it's telling me buy signals, and I'm thinking about buying the market, well, I'm not going to have confidence in that because now at the same time, I'm thinking about the possibility of the market trading lower today because I don't have conviction in one side of the marketplace. My best trading sessions, I come to the market with absolute conviction that it's going to go higher or it's going to go lower, never both, and that's it. Today, I had conviction that the market was going to go higher, so I'm only looking to be a buyer, which means as the market's trading lower, I'm not viewing it as the real move of the day. I'm viewing that as the Judah swing. And we have that 10 o'clock driver, so I'm waiting for that to come out. And as soon as the 10 o'clock driver came out, what do? We start trading lower, which is perfect. Because if I'm bullish on the daily range, news comes out, and we start trading lower, that's exactly what I want to see. Because in order for the market to trade higher, I want to see it trade lower first, make the Judah swing, the fake move. So we get that. It delivers the Asia low. On the first run below it, I'm not seeing any strong change in the state delivery. This is not an order block because it doesn't remove liquidity from the marketplace or refer to anything. So that's not the change in the state delivery for me. Then we have one final dive below this low. An inversion fair value gap is also a change in the state delivery. So as soon as I see this displacement, I'm literally watching this and I'm noting how the market cannot even trade to the middle of that gap. That's a sign of strength. So as soon as we displace way back inside the range, I know that this gap is likely to fail, and I'm placing my limit order right there. You can see where I got the fill on Top Step X. It's on Chrome, not on this. Okay. I'll just put this right here. So I got filled, like I literally could not have gotten a better fill today. But that was only because, number one, I have conviction and a bullish bias. Number two, I know the signatures that I'm looking for. And yeah, I think that's it. And look where my fill was at 23.4220. So I set my limit order right at the middle of that gap. And my stop loss is below this candle's low. This candle is what confirmed the long for me. This confirmed the reversal for me. So I'm not thinking that we're going to breach this candle's low. It will also, I know this candle is going to become an imbalance because it was just large sudden displacement. So it's likely to leave that separation between this candle's high and this candle's low. So my stop loss is going to go below that candle's low before this even becomes a fair value gap. And then I took off at first presentation and then I botched the exit. I was aiming for Monday daily high, right? If we go back to the recording, you can see that that's where my buy limit order was. Now, had I done nothing, that would have hit. But what did I do instead? Instead, I'm micromanaging the trade and eventually talk myself out of position and sell right around 11 o'clock. And if I did nothing, if I literally just did nothing and didn't even look at the market, then my take profit order would have hit. But I stuck around, micromanaged the trade. What happens as a result? I sell early. What's going on in chat? Like you rightfully said, it's truly take time to understand where the next week candle should print to. All your bias problems go away. Please, this is what you are missing, Lucas. Yeah, 100%. I'm getting good at daily bias and weekly bias as well. That's definitely what I'm working on. Can you do something for me, Lucas? What? Do I know Trader Kane? Yes. I've only watched like one or two of his videos. I know he has like some retracement model or something. I don't know. Who I look up to the most is Umar Ashraf, 100%. The playbooks that I built are kind of based off of how he trades with around the gap opening. The difference between where we settle regular trading hours.
TJR, bro. You don't look up the TJR trades?
Dude, oh my god, I forgot about TJR, bro. He just bought Koenigsegg.
Guy's gangster Koenigsegg. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty fire, bro.
It's so good.
No, look, I'm gonna be bigger than TJR. I'm taking over the industry.
You already are bigger than TJR, bro.
Right. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Alright, so that's my market analysis. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That's it for this one. Talk to you later. Goodbye.
Are you for real? Did you in the stream?
No.
Oh. Like lifting boys on a cliffhanger. Let's do a Q&A.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do it.
TJR, I've heard rumors about TJR not being legit. I don't really care. Nobody should like look at a trader and be like, "Oh, I want to do exactly what they do." I mean, you just got to figure it out.
Okay, Collins says, I want you to re-engineer something. Don't listen to Collins, just do a Q&A. Act as if you last week had not played out. Sorry, are you saying like go back and do my bias, my analysis? Is that what you're saying? Look, we can do a Q&A while I figure out what Collins is trying to ask me. So, Jasper, if you have any questions, let me know.
Jasper, let the big guns fly, bro. What do you need?
Bro, let the big
What do you
guns
need
fly,
from
bro.
a bunch of non-profitable dweebs on the internet?
Yeah, it's crazy.
We have all the week in the videos. Facts.
Yeah,
See, Jasper's a number one tune in, bro.
Bro, Jasper is literally commenting on every one of my videos. This guy's a G. This guy's a G, bro.
Jasper, we're gonna fly you out.
We're gonna fly you out. I will not forget about you when I blow up. I promise you that. I'm gonna be like, Jasper cool. You know, he was in my comment section on all the videos before I was anything.
Yeah, make me a mod so I can ban Collins.
Okay. I'm just kidding. Collins, you're
We're
not getting
just
banned.
kidding, Collins. We're just kidding.
So he wants me to.
Oh, we got 15 viewers now.
He wants me to go back and.
Here, I can do it.
Engine. I'll do
Let me
it.
get my
Actually. Yeah, you just go ahead and do it. I've been talking a lot. Since I'm new to ICT, I'm trying to know who's profitable and who's not.
We are not.
Okay.
Easily.
Hey, look. I know that I'm getting there. Though. Like I know I'm literally there. Like I'm fucking close. I've been breaking even for the last 3 months. I'm not even a losing trader anymore.
TJR is what's a good comparison?
Hey, look, we're not talking about TJR. We're talking about Lucas Flores and Camden Bernard here.
I know, but he was asking because he said he'd like to know who's profitable and who's not profitable. I would put TJR more in a category of his influencer. He makes a lot of money being an influencer. I'll tell you that.
Oh
That's
yeah,
all I gotta
100%.
say.
That dude has 1 million followers on Instagram. You know how much money you can make on Instagram if you got 1 million followers?
Yeah.
That's fucking
All right.
nuts.
I'm gonna stream. I gotta share my screen. I
ahead.
think I understand what you're saying.
Bro, I might have to take a bathroom break. I'm not gonna lie.
You can. I'll allow it.
You wanna play a game? Chat, should we play a game? I'm just kidding. I was so close to getting a Jade Cat mentorship. I'm not gonna lie. It's $4,500 for a year. If you think about it, bro, you do have to invest in yourself. The best investment you can make is the one you invest in yourself.
On all the resources are online, bro. You need a mentor, but
Look, the
your
resources
mentor,
are
you
out there.
can never meet your.
But you could
can never
literally
meet
go.
your
You could literally just
mentor.
go straight to somebody who's already done what you want to do and pay them for the information, the knowledge, the experience that they have. That's gonna shortcut
Yeah, how did that
your
turn
learning
out?
curve
Tell
in
your,
half.
tell your viewers
100%.
what happened to your last mentorship.
You-
Chat, don't let him
Okay,
fool
look,
you, bro.
Bro, you have to find the right
He's trying
mentor.
to promote his up and coming boot camp, dude. Don't listen to him.
It's coming soon, and within the next 2 months, guys, I'm dropping a boot camp. It's gonna be $2,500, okay? And you get access to the boot camp.
Nah, fuck that. It's gonna be $6,500.
It's gonna be $6,500, and you get access to my Discord community. You can send me messages on Discord, and you can comment in my comment section on YouTube lives. And I give you an ebook that's 15 pages long, and it tells you everything you need about ICT concepts. You never have to watch an ICT mentorship ever again. That's it. What do you think?
It's a book?
Yeah, it's an ebook. You know, you
Send
can
it
just
to me,
download
bro. Okay, I think I understand. Let me see the.
Bro, where is your stream?
It's in Discord.
I can't. Is it here or something? Like I can't see it.
Go to Discord.
I'm on Discord. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, look, I'm gonna go to the bathroom
Okay,
real quick. You can
Collins.
go ahead and walk him through that.
All right. Let me read what he's saying. Structure in the calendar opens may suggest a specific weekly profile for that week's range. The weekly expansion. Direction, not specific price level, not where the weekly close is going to be. We're trading inside that. Change your even reverse intra-week. So, Collins, the way I frame a week is by the reversal point of the week or where we're trading to draw on liquidity-wise on a higher time frame. So, like, if you had this right here, here, we can make, like, block this out. And then we can still see it. Anyway, whatever. Just imagine that's not there. So, previous week, like this week hasn't printed yet. Let's imagine that. And we're just looking at this high right here. So this right here, we're at an all-time high on both ES and NQ. When you're at the all-time high, you're either going to keep ripping or you're going to reverse. Like there's no in between. So whenever you're looking for this week right here, you're expecting all of this price action to be taken, or you're expecting us to go higher. But in my opinion, you have to wait till the middle of the week to see where price is going to go. Ultimately, like this would have been a good reversal point that you could catch up to. This right here. You don't have to. Wait, what happened to my time? Anyway. This would be your weekly reversal point. You don't want to trade anything that gives you no context. You have to wait for the week to play out. So if you're asking about this, if this hasn't printed yet, all of this is downside or sell side liquidity or buy side, whatever the fuck. And like you gotta wait for some structure. You can't just assume.
You good?
Yeah.
What's going on, man? You okay?
What you mean?
I'm just kidding.
I was
Bro,
kind of.
come on,
I'm
bro.
trying to
The view
understand
count is
his
dropping, bro.
question.
You gotta get up, bro. You gotta get up.
Ain't my channel.
Look, bro. We only have 8 viewers now.
Well, maybe if I got some good material, then I could like explain stuff.
I'm just fucking with you. Let's
You
go.
just
Come on.
asked me if the week hasn't printed. I'm already doing too much. Just look at the last swing range on the week.
Okay, look. I'll walk you through it real quick.
Dude, this dude Collins is trying to join. Hey, get him in the Discord. Put your Discord.
What's your
Collins.
Discord, bro? What's your Discord? We'll put you on the call right now. What's your Discord?
Yes, give us a masterclass.
Look, if you want to be alive, if you want to be alive, drop your Discord right now, and then let's talk. Let's go. Come on.
If you sound like you're from Nigeria, you're getting banned.
Oh, he's trying
We
to
don't
teach
do
us.
Ryan bans around here.
Okay. You're already doing too much. Lol, sorry. Just look at the last swing range, frame it ERL to IRL, and determine where the next candle should print. OMG, I wish I could talk. Okay, what's your Discord?
Yeah, look, this is the external range. Your external range is all this week. All we did was print this week. So this is your external range, and your interior range is these liquidity points. So yes, of course, you can look at this as points of liquidity to reverse to, but what's your confirmation to reverse?
Hold on, let's not argue
Like
with
this
him. Okay,
SMC right here.
he's probably right.
He probably is
I'm
right.
just kidding.
I mean, this would be your SMT, like reversal confirmation, but you're at all-time highs. You swung on both points of liquidity. So right here, you're just ranging, and then I guess when you break down here, like that would be your point. I'm not sure what his question is. He is from Nigeria. I told you.
Yeah, no shit. Look at his name. What's your Discord, bro? Up on the stream.
Yeah, I'm owning up to not being profitable.
I am profitable. I am profitable. I am profitable. I am profitable.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Come on.
I'm a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Okay. I mean, if you believe that, then that's what it is,
Dude,
bro.
why are you being woke?
I'm not being woke, bro. I'm being truth.
That's literally what the wokies say about trans.
Dude, that's literally what the Wokies say. You're right.
Nigerian traders are the most legit traders. We know that's a
Okay,
lie.
look, bro. Send your Discord, and we can put you in the call, and you can be in the stream, and we can talk. Send me a link, and I'll join. Doesn't he just have
Never
to
met a
ask?
scammer from there. No, just put your Discord and I'll add him. And I'll add him to the group.
Just put your.
He's not about it. He's not about it.
Yeah, he's not bad. Bro, come on, man. I don't doubt the fact that he's taking payouts at all. You never know. You know, Nigerians are good traders. They do tend to be some of the best. From my personal experience.
Nigerians?
Yeah.
I got scammed by 2 Nigerians.
Are you serious? That's your fault.
Yeah, one of them is Ryan Bands.
Bro, he didn't scam you. You just didn't put in the work. Hello?
Collins Okoidem, #1 trader in Nigeria, but can't figure out how to work Discord. I'm sorry,
watching
I'm
from my phone,
hating.
so I'll disconnect. I promise you, not a scammer. He's not a scammer. Okay. We're good.
Oh, I'm not buying anything from you, so I mean, you're not a scammer to me, but
Okay, let's talk about Camden. What does it take to be a trader? Tell me how you manage your personal work life and other things outside of trading with trading.
yeah. So you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go run outside and do 1,000 push-ups before you even think about going to the charts. Um, you take 2 shots of nutrient-rich mushroom fibers, and basically once like 7 o'clock rolls around, then that's when the Adderall and cocaine starts.
Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just Adderall and cocaine.
Okay. So does that increase your ability to focus while you're trading? Does it allow you to make quality decisions?
No, it just makes me rip, to be honest. Like, I'm just ready to go.
Okay. Now, is that all your routine is? Is there anything else that you do?
No, I pretty much just like get on the charts and I like look at them and I'm like, okay, yeah, this would be a good trade.
Okay. So, when was the
That
last time
wasn't
that
a-
you had a trading day?
It's been a while,
Really?
but since my Top Step got canceled, probably like a week.
A week?
Yeah. And I made a good trade and then they canceled my Top Step account.
So on the
Now I'm on
last trading day that you had, break it down.
I don't even remember when it was, but
Do you have it recorded or logged somewhere?
nope.
Okay.
I don't do that. That's nerd shit.
Bro, what?
I told you, bro, the cocaine and the Adderall. I got it all up here.
Okay, look. On all
All right, you want me to
seriousness,
actually be serious? You want me to actually be serious?
On all seriousness, you gotta be recording your shit.
You're right. It's recorded in my prop firm account. I could tell you, like, this is why I don't journal 1,000%, because the way I'm trading is off swings. Like, I know exactly what I'm looking for on an external range. That I need an external range. so that I don't log everything because I need an external range to frame a setup. And the setup is cookie cutter. Like this is literally a perfect setup right here. Because we hit the external range and then we had a change of state of delivery. That's literally all.
I'm not saying that you have to journal like crazy, but I'm just saying you have to be recording every single trade that you take and your performance, and you have to know your statistics and your data. You know.
Yeah, I just got a new prop firm. In all seriousness, you're right. I do gotta trade, or I do gotta start journaling more, but I just haven't. I was on the freaking contact support with Top Step all last week, and then they were like, nothing we can do.
Bro.
So then I changed to take profit.
Let me put you on.
Trade Zella. Give me your affiliate link.
I'll
How
give
much
you
is
my
that,
affiliate code once I get it. But I'm pretty sure.
How much is it?
Okay, Jasper says problems are too many people, no course. Kane only streams there about twice a week, and other sessions are his co-mentors like Alex and Leo. $150 a month. Okay.
Bro, don't do a fucking like, just don't do it, bro. Unless these, I don't know. I feel like there's so much shit out there that you can learn. Like, go to, literally, if you want to learn daily and weekly range, go to AM Trades and watch his daily range and weekly range. They're like 20-minute long videos, and they'll give you a lot more context. Especially like these mentors or whatever that are like booking Calendly and like 20-minute not interviews, like sessions. Like, bro, it's more important to actually trade and lose and watch the market than it is to like doll up your journals and stuff. Not like trade journals, like what I'm taking, like notes.
I'll tell you this,
Like
Jasper.
all my 2022 ICT mentorship notes that I took are all in my head now. Like it's a way I look at the market. I'm not looking at a piece of paper or like what a mentor is telling me in a session. Like once you understand it, then you gotta apply it. That's a lot more important than having a mentor, in my opinion. But you can go ahead.
You don't need a mentor. If you find the right mentor, I believe it can shortcut the learning curve 100%. The issue is, what you're kind of dealing with right now, is definitely trying to find the right mentor. But if you're trading ICT concepts, ICT is your mentor. There's going to be bits and pieces from every episode that is going to help you no matter what stage you're at in your journey. For example, what really made it the most sense to me was the 2024 mentorship. So I spent so much time watching these videos. I watched every single video in the 2024 mentorship, even all the 4-hour lectures and all this and all that. And I took notes on everything. And for the first time ever recently, I've gone back for the first time and I'm restudying those notes. And I'm finding some bits and pieces from that mentorship that are helping me implement a partial profit taking system and knowing how to hold for the daily range and how to do this and how to do that. So I'm telling you, like, the mentorship is out there for free. Like, you don't have to get a paid one, but of course, if you find the right mentor, 100% it would definitely shortcut your learning curve. I think, in all honesty, I think JCap would be pretty solid. If you're making a 5-figure investment, I think they're definitely, it's kind of like a high ticket kind of mentorship. I think they would definitely deliver value. And he's made videos where he's like flown out students from his mentorship and they're also making, multi 6 figures and things like that. I was actually thinking about buying a mentorship from him only because we trade in a similar way where he's basically trying to just catch the real swing of the morning session. And Carmine Rosado is actually literally where I started my entire trading journey. I used to trade order flow. Check this out. I'm going to take it way back in time. I think I still have the screenshots and all the trades, but check this out, how I used to trade. Okay. I kept this account because this was my first year of trading. Check this shit out. This shit's crazy. This was back in 2023. I'm gonna adjust the break-even rule real quick so a lot of these show up. I want to see how I used to trade. This is fucking funny, bro.
Oh, show him the heat map. Show him the heat map.
I'm gonna show him the heat map, bro. I'm gonna show him the heat map. Yo, check this out.
Most
Check this out.
disgusting approach to the market.
Okay, look, bro. This was when I
so
was trading
bad.
Carmine, Rosado. Carmine Rosado helped me with order flow, data trading. That's how I passed my first eval, got my first payout, but I'm not consistent with it. That's why I went to get into ICT. First things first, it doesn't matter what you trade. It doesn't matter what school of thought you subscribe to. As long as you stick to that, as long as that makes sense for you, as long as it fits your personality and your trading style, and you stick with that and you keep refining your edge and you keep learning from your losses, you can make that work. It doesn't matter how you trade. I don't care if you trade ICT. I don't care if you trade order flow. I don't care if you trade Bollinger Bands. I don't care if you trade support and resistance. Anything can work. It doesn't matter. So before you make the switch to ICT, know that you are absolutely going to start from square one and you're going to start all over again. That's the jump that I had to take. And it's been a year now, over a year now, of me studying and learning and trading ICT, and I'm still have not taken my first payout. But I decided to take the jump because order flow was just not working out for me. I was way too impulsive. It didn't fit my personality. I didn't like it. And I was intrigued by ICT because of this motherfucker that I'm on a live stream right now. He would trade ICT, and I would look at his shit and be like, damn, I like that. And I would look at my shit and be like, damn, this sucks. So I made the jump. I dropped everything. And now here I am a year later, and I know that I'm going to take my first payout soon, 100%. But how I used to trade, I'm going to show them the heat map. September 2023. Look at this, bro. Camden, look at this.
Damn.
These were the days, bro. These were the days. I was trading my own
The
money.
hot
I was trading
days.
order flow. I was locked in, boy. Bro, I think I had like 15 red days in a row. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15. Jesus. 16 red days in a row. Can you imagine coming to the market every single day as a noob trader wanting to make money and you have 16 losing days in a row and you're risking your own capital? It's the shit that I used to do, bro. Damn, I don't have the attachments. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's look at the confirmation on this trade. Okay. I guess I deleted all the trade notes too. Damn. Kind of wish I saved these things. I think there's some other stuff in here. Let's see. Here's a market approach from June 21st, 2023. Successful setups. Entry/exit confirmations. Break and retests. Okay, I used to have a break and retest playbook. Nice, I like it. Failed setups and why they failed. So even in 2023, over 2 years ago, I was going back and studying my wins and losses. And doing this every single day. I guess this is the way. This is my daily review that I had back then. Successes: ability to maintain and control emotions all day. I used to refer to myself as we. It was so weird. We did not give a fuck if we won or lost. We did not give a
Like
fuck
the
if we
Green
won or
Goblin.
lost. Dude, I don't know what I was on back then, bro.
We do not give a fuck if we win or lost.
Bro, there was like two parts of me, bro. Like it was weird, I swear.
It was literally
we.
like your Green Goblin, bro.
Instead of I would literally say we. Like what? We did not give a fuck if we won or lost because we did not expect the market to make us right. Like who is what? Because we did not care if we were right or wrong. This is crazy. This is the old shit. This is the OG shit. And I had all my old workbooks and this and that and everything too. I think all that shit's gone. But it's been a long ride. But shit, I was locked in, bro. I was locked in. What is chat saying? What is chat what? The best ICT substitute mentors NBB. When did you start? 5 months, no payouts. When did I start? When did I start trading? I started trading like April 2023. I mean, Carmine sends his levels in the Discord. You gotta follow his bias and manage risk. But once I stopped using his callouts, I lose more than I win. Yeah, obviously. If you don't know how to read the market and you're just relying on somebody else to give you a market analysis, how do you expect yourself to ever be a good, independent, profitable trader? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's the reason why I stopped. If I were to get a mentorship right now, I would never, ever, ever look at that trader's daily bias or market approach or anything like that, because your analysis is always the best analysis. You have to come to the market framing your own idea. You have to come to the market getting it wrong yourself so you can go back at the end of that trading day and learn about why you went wrong that trading day and refine your edge and refine your market approach and get better at doing it. I stopped doing these things a long time ago, and I realized that it would always affect my market approach, because when I was trading order flow, when I was in Carmine's mentorship, I would have my approach to the market, right? I would be looking for this at these levels, whatever. And then I would go and read Carmine's approach and be like, okay, Carmine's looking for this, this, and at these levels. And then intraday, what happens? Now I see the trade approaching a level that Carmine mentioned in his pre-market plan. And now what happens? I impulsively take a trade off of that because of his pre-market plan, not even my own. So now what he thinks about the market is affecting my judgments and my decisions intraday. And it's not even my plan. So never, ever, 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 ever look at somebody else's shit for your... In the beginning, you can look at their market approach to learn how they read the market so you can get an idea of how you read the market as well. But you shouldn't go into each and every trading day copying them. Eventually, you have to grow from that and separate yourself from that and become your own independent trader. You can't just depend on somebody else. I see Qantas MMX is in the chat. I see you on a lot of my videos as well. What's up, bro? How you doing? So I never paid for an ICT mentorship. I never paid for an ICT mentor. I did pay for an ICT mentorship. Camden knows which one I paid for.
Little Clutch.
This guy right here. Yeah, so I paid $700 for this mentorship, and then I realized within a week or two that I completely blew $700. The only reason that I subscribed to this guy's mentorship is because I looked at the results that he was posting. I looked at all the trades that he was taking, all the money he was making. I compared myself to him, and I thought, damn, I want to make money right now. I want to shortcut my learning curve. I want to be able to do what he's doing right now. So what did I do? I thought, you know what? I could take the time to actually study the ICT mentorship for free on my own, or I could go to this guy who's already making money and just learn from him, and I'll get there much faster. So basically, by trying to shortcut the learning curve, I made it much longer than it had to be, because he's told me to do this, do this, do this, do this, and eventually I consumed all this new ICT content that I had no idea how to use. Now I have all this information in my brain. I didn't know how to use any of it. And no offense to Ethan. Ethan, if you watch this, if you're somehow watching this at this point in the live stream, but this guy does not know how to teach traders, or he doesn't know how to coach you to profitability. He's only been profitable himself for like a year. I think he has some students who saw success with him, which is awesome. Me personally, I knew that pretty early into the mentorship that it was just not going to work for me, and this is not what I was supposed to be doing. So I let him keep the $700, and I basically just didn't talk to him at all, and that's it. I was like, okay, I made my mistake, $700 lesson. So I'm teaching you guys this $700 lesson. Is that, like, number one, like, don't compare yourself to anybody. You're on your own unique journey, and everything that you go through is exactly what you have to experience for you, for yourself, to become the person that you are going to become. And, like, don't fantasize over trading profits, because what's that going to do for you? It's not going to do anything good for you. Now, eventually you start comparing yourself to others. You're wondering, this guy's already making money. He's already doing this. He's already doing that. And you're not in that position, but you want to be in that position. So what are you going to do? You try to shortcut your learning curve. You start doing things that you know you should not be doing. You start disregarding your process. You start doing other things. Then what happens? Now, paradoxically, by trying to shortcut the learning curve, you've actually made it longer. And I've done that so many times throughout my trading journey. So many times. So many times. So, do you have Discord? Do I have Discord? I'm on Discord right now. On the hourly time frame, Liquipedia raised that. I've been struggling a lot with POIs, or places to look for potential entries. Any suggestions? Okay. So he says, struggling with pointer wise, places for potential entries. Any suggestions? Okay. I think first of all, what it comes down to is overall bias for the day. Because if you're bullish, you're going to be looking for discount arrays or discount points of interest to be a buyer at. Like for example, today, based on how I look at the market and my market approach, I came into today with a bullish bias, right? So if I'm approaching the market with a bullish bias, I'm going to be using discount arrays to frame an entry, which is basically just going to be on the higher time frame. Anything from a 15-minute or above, I'm using to frame an entry. So for me, that's going to be highs and lows on the 15-minute time frame, the hourly time frame, the 4-hour time frame, the daily time frame, the weekly time frame, and framing your point of entry there. Like for example, today I was bullish on the daily range, right? So on the hourly time frame, I see we have this obvious point of interest, this obvious gap on the hourly time frame. If I'm bullish, I want to see the market trade down first, and then I'm going to frame quadrants on this PD array to grade the strength and weakness of the market when it trades down into that, right? And then eventually I get confirmation that the market is strong as it's trading down into this higher time frame point of interest, because it can't even trade to the middle of it. And as soon as we take out this swing low here, we see immediate displacement back inside the range, inverse this gap, change in the state of delivery, and I buy the market there. Still waiting on the ad on Discord.
You didn't send it.
No, he sent it in the chat. I remember what it is. How do you determine your bias then? How do you determine your bias? Look, bro, I could sit here and try to teach you how to establish a daily bias, but
Higher time frame.
And-
Top down analysis.
in all honesty, like this is just a process that you have to learn yourself, and it's going to take you a long time to learn it. In order for you to learn it too, you have to be going to each trading day, recording what you were looking for, and then at the end of that trading session, go back and reflect on what actually happened compared to what you were looking for, which is the daily process that I follow all the time. And then that's how you learn and you start refining your market approach and get better at it. I didn't actually start getting good at daily bias until I did this thing right here, where I'm doing this, where it's literally every single trading day. I note my market approach, right? And then I'll paste annotations of what I was looking for from the weekly all the way down to the 15-minute on the higher time frames. So this is my market approach. And then at the end of the trading day, then I'm going to ask myself, was my bias correct? Was my draw on liquidity correct? What actually happened compared to what I was looking for? What I planned to do, how I execute on it, what I missed, and what I got. So I'll go back in at the end of the trading session and compare what the market actually did to my market approach. And this is how you get better at market approach, because you're going to get it wrong all the time. You're probably going to get it wrong 90% of the time, in the beginning 100%. But this is how you get better at it. This is how you learn from it. So Amon says, is TradeZella worth it? 110,000% TradeZella is worth it. I didn't actually know my statistics and my trading data until I had TradeZella. I integrated all my systems and processes into TradeZella itself. Everything I do is in TradeZella and just one software, and that's it. Everything that I do, all the work that I do is in TradeZella itself. And then aside from that, TradingView. So it's literally just TradingView and TradeZella for me. 2 softwares that I use, and that's it. Outside of that, when I'm doing work off of the charts, I'm using Miro. And this is just basically where I brain dump everything to refine my trading model over time. This is where I'm just, noting everything about my model. And this is the stuff that I'm working on right now. And I'm just putting everything that I learned and just constantly refining my edge, sharpening my sword, and just getting better on a day-to-day basis. So it's basically just these 3 softwares. But TradeZella, I believe, is absolutely essential. I
Hold on, I'm
applied.
adding a special guest.
Adam, I applied for the affiliate program on TradeZella. They still haven't hit me back, but if you guys can't tell, like I'm extremely passionate about TradeZella and really believe in it as a necessity for all traders because you have to know your data. Like if you don't know your data and you're not recording your trades on a day in and day
Join
out,
that
on a day
call.
in day out basis, then how do you know where you're going right and how do you know where you're getting wrong? How do you know if you're getting better? Like you can't. It's impossible. So you have to be tracking everything, literally everything. Track everything. Like if you want to be great at this, you would be doing the extra work that is required to become great at it.
Join the call,
You have to
Lucas.
track everything. Huh?
With Loco. Join the call
Okay.
on Discord.
Okay, so now we have. Hello?
What's up, Loco?
I've talked to him before. I've talked to you before, Collins.
Yes, that's what I was telling you. I've told it with you before also.
What's going on? What's going on, brother?
I'm good. Hi.
Good.
That's fine. Oh, I'm so happy to be able to speak.
Yes,
That's
100%.
great.
You're on the live stream now.
I am.
Yeah, you are.
All right, that's good. Thank you.
Okay, so what were you trying to say earlier?
So what I was trying to say, the message I dropped on the chat. I don't know if I should join back on YouTube or I should be here. See, I trade I trade Euro USD. Actually, NQ is a little bit to understand. You see, for Euro USD, or rather from ICT's teaching. See, one thing that traders have been struggling with. One thing that traders have been struggling with is that where is the next weekly candle likely to print? Once you're able to determine that bias it comes naturally. The other thing is just to wait. Yeah, just those two things. Where's the next weekly candle going to print to? And then wait for it to start. And if you look at you mentioned AM Trades earlier. He's one of the few people I follow on Twitter. If you see his last video that he posted, you find out that he took that was it last week or so. He took just 2 or 3 trades. You see everything just start coming together. That 2 or 3 trades is when the weekly bias that weekly candle, where is it going to expand to? When it starts that expansion, all he does is just wait for it to participate then. If it's only 1 day, if it's just 2 days or 3 days, that's all the setup in it. And that's where the consistency comes from. It builds. You just need to wait out the days that the weekly bias hasn't started. For example, anyway, let me just explain it to you. That text I sent, ICT says if you can determine where the next weekly candle will print to. And one thing I've noticed, if you look at DXY or Euro USD, the weekly time frame structure, market structure is, I'm not going to say perfect, but it's always very good. I don't know if you can go to Euro USD weekly chart. Let me show you.
On my chart?
Or Euro futures, even if it's Euro futures, anyone. Euro futures.
You gonna screen share, Cam?
Yeah, I'm screen sharing.
Yeah. So
Okay.
just go to the weekly frame.
What do you want?
The weekly time frame of Euro USD.
I remember you explaining to me
Yeah,
this in the Vision Traders Discord. I remember your voice too.
Okay, you should. We spoke a lot of times.
Yeah. I remember.
And since then, I myself have been struggling. Just recently got it too.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
if you can go to the weekly time frame, I just want to show you quickly. All right. See, go lower. If you see this structure from that lowest point there, if you follow it, structure is very pristine. There's a push, a pullback, a push, a pullback, a push, and the little consolidation that we're in right there. All that, what is really time? That structure there, if you see that structure since I think from beginning of 2025, you can see this from internal range, it pushes out to external range, it traces back to internal range, and then pushes back to external range. So on this weekly time frame, all you're just trying to determine is this weekly candle, is it seeking internal range or is it seeking external range? you see this that little consolidation there. A lot of people have been on the forex aspect. They've been shouting, "Oh, consolidation!" This, but to me, it has been pretty clear. If you zoom into this August price action, just zoom into that area there at the top. No, at the top there.
August
Current
price
price
action.
action. Current price action. Yes, around here. Yes. You see these little. You see these little this here. So some people it doesn't look clear. Like for me now, I'm bearish on Euro USD, and as you can see, the weekly time frame candle, they have already started printing bearish. This week alone, I've already taken 2 bearish trades, like 2 sell trades, and they played out very well. In fact, it's just my management of the trades that they let me derive as much value. But I'm still up for this week, and tomorrow NFP, I'm still waiting. I'm expecting the week to still continue downwards. So if you look at this structure here, you see that at the highest point of that swing point at the highest point there is a swing point. Yes, there. It goes down, it forms another swing point just in between there. Yes, then down, go down, down. No, not down. Just follow the candles. After the highest point, there's 2 bearish weekly candles. Those 2 bearish weekly candles were pulling back to an imbalance. And then from that imbalance, it pushed up, but it did not break the previous high. So that was a failure swing. And then it pushed downwards, broke that swing low. That's middle point there is a swing low. It broke it. And then all we've been doing since, we've been retracing upwards from that last point. That actually was a break of structure to the downside. From there, I was already bearish on the Euro USD. So the next 2 weeks candle after that, it formed a swing low again there. And then the next 3 up candles is just a retracement. Retracement to where? If you look at it properly on the CFD asset, it was just retreat. The other block was too close, so it was retracing back to the rejection block. So if you check the daily time frame, it's the same thing. The structure once you get that weekly, is it going to internal? Is it going to external? The daily structure will follow. Just perfectly like that. So you just need to know anyway. Let me finish with this weekly time frame. So after those last 3 red red candles that you can see pushing up there, you can see the next 2 is one black, and this current one now, that is the second black that is still printing. To me, price has gotten to premium. All I've just been saying is price has been in premium, so it's overbought rather. It's overbought, because to me this weekly structure is actually bearish. So I've been expecting bearish price action. All I just need to do was go to from here now. Now, last week, looking at just this thing, it's just where's the swing point, where's the last swing point high, where's the last swing point low on this weekly time frame. So where is price pushing from, and where is it going to? Is it coming from? Is it going to external, or is it going to? Look at this, the last swing point at the top there, and that week, the low of that week. Yes, there. That's a drawn liquidity. So price was just retracing to a premium, and then now it has gone to premium. It has formed a swing point again at the top there. That's last week weekly candle, and last 2 weeks there's a swing point that was formed there. So once we were unable to break that last point, I was already looking at, okay, this week we should continue going lower. So from here, please go to the daily time frame. You see, just with that alone, I'm just using this week's price action to tell you how I do it, and what I've been looking at is what I'm saying this week. So on this weekly time frame, I look at the daily structure. What was the daily structure? As you can see, from when that weekly time frame pushed downwards, when it was retracing up, you can see the same thing. The daily time frame was also doing that structure. Retrace back into internal liquidity, fair value gap. It pushed up. It retraced the second time. It pushed up. I'm talking from this lowest point here that we can see there's my drawn liquidity. From here, it pushed up, came back, pushed up, came back, pushed up, and then it broke at last week. It broke that low there, but due to that Jackson symposium, something that happened. I don't know what happened that last week. Last week Friday or so. Last 2 weeks Friday, price just pushed up and swept liquidity. Even after breaking structure lower, I actually thought the bearish move would start from there. But it just went up. But immediately last week, on Monday, you can see if you can see the last two very big red and black candle. The red one was on Friday, and then the black one was on Monday. Immediately on Monday, I was expecting price to continue higher, but price went lower. On Tuesday, I looked for a buy. Tuesday, we printed a buy candle, but it didn't follow through. So on Wednesday, I think that was this CPI week. Forgotten which week was that. But it broke that low. Immediately that low was broken. I said, okay, I already switched bearish again. Say, okay, price is already the weekly. I was already bearish on the weekly. Now the daily has broke a low too. So I'm looking at the daily. One key thing that I forgot is after looking at that weekly time frame, is it going higher or lower? Where am I expecting this count? Am I expecting to print towards the internal rate liquidity? Has it formed the swing point? Am I expecting it to print towards the internal liquidity? Or has it formed the swing point and am I expecting it to print towards the external range liquidity? The next thing is to look at the weekly calendar. You see that weekly calendar? OMG. The weekly calendar is the guide, the main guide. It tells you when action will start. It tells you when the expansion will begin. After getting the direction of where the weekly time frame will form, the next thing is, okay, looking at the weekly calendar, when do I expect this expansion to actually begin? When on that week is the first high impact news to actually push? When do they have a reason to expand the dollar, to push the dollar, like to manipulate the dollar, to expand the dollar? That weekly, this is why I say that the weekly time frame is the main key. Once you're able to get that, and then you're able to look at the calendar and marry those two, exactly, you'll be able to say, okay, next week, I'm expecting the weekly candle to expand. So AM trades, there's one thing I like AM trades for. He has been trying to teach it, but not a lot of people get it. So the idea is when is the weekly candle expected to start expanding? And then once we look at the calendar, the next is just patience. They say trading is a game of patience. It's just patience to allow. Yes, there may be trades on maybe Monday, on Tuesday, but if the news doesn't come, usually those moves are high resistance liquidity. Yes, they become high resistance liquidity. Price fails to push and whatnot. Are you still following me? Hello, are you there?
Sorry, bro. I got a virus. Like,
Hello?
I understand what you're saying. Like the weekly dick and balls structure. Yes. I like it. Excellent analysis. Lucas, you got anything?
I mean, yeah, that's basically it.
It's not basically. I'm not done yet. I don't know if you're still following.
No, I'm tracking. I'm
I'm
tracking.
tracking. Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I'm giving you real stuff, very real stuff. And once you know when the dollar
The
is
market is open.
when the weekly candle is likely to expand, just to you already have a bias from the weekly. It's just to wait for the daily to align with that structure and play out. If I can read what ICT mentioned in that text that I broke down into bits. All he was just trying to say is what I've been trying to explain to the best of my knowledge anyway. What he was just trying to say is where is it? Let me look for it. Okay, they say if you look at his weekly trade price action models, in every one of them, he starts with if you listen to him, but most of it, he keeps trying to ring it. He's just a weekly range trader. Where is that next week likely to expand to? That is the bone of his trading. So he says our preparation is going to be noting all medium and high impact events for the markets that you are following. and you're going to study the events on the week to come and consider how the current market structure and the calendar event may suggest a specific weekly profile for that week's range. So if you ask me, like I've been saying since the weekly time frame is very important. Weekly time frame, market structure, and the calendar event. Once you're able to marry the three,
Yo, play the YouTube intro from like 2008. Okay. Alright, chill. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, that's probably my cue to go. I'm getting a little brain dead over here. Thanks for the analysis, Collins.
That was a lot
You know where to
of
play my outro music.
information to consume.
Yes. If you want further analysis, go on 2022 ICT framework, internal and external range liquidity.
Okay. Hello?
Holy, buddy.
Okay.
I
So
do
shout out
actually
Collins
gotta go.
for the explanation on weekly bias and this and that and whatnot. The stream is back to its normal programming. He says focus on the weekly candle, market structure, and economic calendar. Add a little patience. That's basically it. Yes, that's it. I appreciate you for sharing your market knowledge. Camden, any thoughts?
Yeah, it's very what's the word? Liquidity. That's pretty much what was explained, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I can appreciate that. Now, was that just because you weren't listening to him, or were you just tuned out?
No, I was listening, but
Okay.
I didn't
so
tune out.
while he was
But there was a
explaining,
guy.
while he was explaining
There was a
the
guy
weekly
on the
profile,
screen playing the banjo.
right? Yeah, I saw that. So while he was explaining the weekly bias and whatnot, the stream went from 13 viewers to 0. Okay. All right. So, does anybody in the chat want to talk about how their trading day went? Maybe.
Yeah, fellas. I'll be tuning in for the next stream. You know, gotta go do some scamming and whatnot. So
Are you tuning out?
yeah, how long are you planning on going?
I don't know. I mean, it's already an hour and a half.
Damn, we're on here for a while.
I know. I gotta
Why don't we
actually make
start?
a YouTube
Why don't
video
we
now
start streaming the market opens?
because I'm trying to lock in. I'm trying to actually make some
You locked
money.
in, bro. Just don't look at the chat.
Dude, the chat's gonna be right there, and I have to worry about this and that. And all I want to do is go to the market and record my session, and at the end of the day, review what I did right, review what I did wrong, and then make a little YouTube video about it, and then just talk about it and be like, okay, guys, here's what I did today, and that's basically it.
Hmm.
So if we review my recording from today, we can see that there is a reason to draw back here. Why? Because the market came just shy of Monday daily high, but it did not take that high. What is that? That is priming a buy side liquidity. So waiting for that 10 o'clock drive to come out. Market goes below that low. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, this is looking good because I'm looking at the 5 minute. Based on the 5 minute, I expect to drive below that candle's low to fail. And then basically I buy it, and then I target that right there. Target that thing right. Okay, I didn't. Okay, I think the stream is over.
You canceled it? You turn it off?
No, I didn't turn it off. But are you done here?
Yeah, I'm about to hop off. Later, chat. Later, Lucas Flores, 8-figure day trader.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later.
Let me know about our scheduled mentorship session. I can
Okay,
get
I'll
you
let
right.
you know. Well, what I was thinking about doing was setting the starting rate at around $5,000, so we can literally
No,
scam.
no. You got it messed up. I'm
What do you mean?
mentoring you.
No,
I
no, no, no,
schedule
no.
the appointment.
No, bro. We're starting a mentorship program with each other.
Oh, yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to set a high ticket mentorship, and we're going to be scamming new traders like Jasper Cool here in the chat, who are seeking a mentor.
No. Jasper will be one of our finance bros. He's gonna blast our clips on TikTok, and then he can be a part of ours.
No, you know what I think he's gonna do? I think he's gonna be our closer. So we're gonna have a Calendly set up and everything, and people are going to be go in there and set up an appointment with our sales team, which is going to be Jasper Cool in the chat. Jasper, are you going to be our salesperson? I think you might have already left. Are you saying what the fuck? What do you mean what the fuck? It's all part of the plan. So Jasper is going to be our salesperson, and we're going to be targeting new traders who have absolutely no idea what they're doing, who think they can just come into the trading space and make $100,000 in their first 2 weeks of trading and just become rich overnight. And that's basically it. So I think that's going to be it for this stream. Cameron, do you have any last words?
Yeah, the final
don't
words
say
are,
anything- don't say
Jasper,
anything
if you think the Fed is cutting interest rates, you are very strung along. We've played this cat and mouse game with Fed for 2 years now, and they don't cut them. So
Okay. Appreciate that.
I think any insight to the Fed cutting interest rates is just fugazi, but that's just my opinion. I don't think the interest rates are ever going to drop. I think BlackRock has taken over this country, but that's for another episode.
All right, so tune in the next episode. We're going to talk about how the BlackRock is basically taking over the United States of America.
Yeah, and how they use Chinese hedge funds to price out.
Dude, I'm getting hearts right now. I'm getting likes. I'm getting hearts in the chat.
That was me.
Oh, man. Now I'm getting some confetti and some smileys.
Hell yeah. All right, see you later, chat. See you later, Lucas Flores.
All right, see you, bro. Okay, now that the retard is finally gone, we can actually get down to some serious trader talk. Bro, September 16th through 17th, I will be here for sure, and they will cut rates. Okay, I think this is gonna be it for me too. It's 5 o'clock now. I need to get on with my day. I need to do a market review. I need to study what the market did in comparison to my market plan, and make a YouTube video and recap that. And then aside from that, I'm just gonna keep working. Brizzy says, at Lucas Flores, how are you, G? I'm great, brother. I'm great, brother. How are you? I'm just, I guess, wrapping up this live stream. I don't know. Should I keep going or what? Or should I get on with my day and make the actual YouTube video for today's session, review everything? $95 views. 95 views in an hour and a half. Not bad. For my little YouTube channel that I got going on here. Okay, nobody's saying anything in the chat, so I think it's going to be it for this one. I'll give it another 30 seconds. Okay, nobody's saying anything. That's going to be it for this one. I'll talk to you guys later today because I'm making a recap video. So, see ya.